Alrighty, so here we are at the week, well, when I'm recording this. I don't know when you'll watch it. I hope sooner rather than later. But in this case, I'm recording it on the Wednesday before we go into spring break. And I'm recording, actually, in this case, week 5 attendance, okay? And then you'll see what we're going to do at that point. But here's what I want you to know. During spring break, I hope you all get a break. But if you're behind, I hope you catch up. I don't have anything officially due, but I am going to release, of course, in this case, week 5 and possibly week 6 if I can get it done before I head out to break. I will, for the most part, be off as well. The first part of the break, I'm actually going to be trying to get content, but starting at about that Wednesday point, I'm going to be traveling. So this is where relying on each other can be very helpful as well. And remember, that's why we have the Discord so that you can reach out. But the tutors aren't available this week as well. But anyway, just keep that in mind as you move in. So now let's actually go look at just in general. So I have the student account up, and last week for our attendance, I actually had you do at least the beginnings of the project. So today, I actually, after reviewing the work that was submitted, I decided I was actually going to do a more full-blown video actually covering all the requirements here in a bit of detail. So that's what your attendance is going to be for this week. But I want you to know that in this case, your project, your first project, oh, actually, no, it's week 5. I'm sorry, that's bad. It's actually week 5. So what that means, matter of fact, let me fix that real quick. Okay, at least visually it should be better. So in this case, what I'm doing is recording the week 5 attendance that's due after the spring break. But again, for those who are working over break, it is available for you to check out. But also understand that the project step that we're talking about here, well, this is the video in attendance that you're going to watch, but the official video is also going to be what's posted here so that you'll know what you need to do for this project. And so you can, once you're ready, submit this and I will grade it. The sooner you submit it, the better, the more time you'll have to correct any feedback that I provide. But once that passes, that due date passes, you can still fix things, but you then are subject to late points. So I just want to be clear about that. So now let's go look at this. All right, so here in week 5, and by the way, my next thing is to actually work on the next step as well. But in this case, if I go to week 5 attendance, what I did is I've given you the link. You're watching the video from me now. So what you're going to do here is this video goes over the detail of project, the phase 1 of the project. And what was helpful is that because those of you, the students who submitted in week 4, I could actually see some of the things that weren't clear, so I was able to refine and give you some examples, and this video goes through it. So what you're going to do is you're going to watch this, okay? Ooh. Now, I'm not going to do it here, right? So you're going to watch it. Then, after watching it, develop a list of at least 6 things that you need to do to your P1, your phase 1, right, to get it ready for submission. At least, by the way, the better this list, the more it can help you, because as you're watching it, you can look at what the work that you've done and go, okay, I missed that. Or you can ask for clarification as well, right? So then in your reply here, right, and you could do something like my list, my to-do list, right, to-do list, something like, come up with something fun, right? Make it like maybe a heading 3, and then in here. Now this is where, again, the whole WYSIWYG idea, right? So you can come and get the list here, or you can actually just code this because you know how, right? And then list each item, right? So list list 6 things you need to do at least. Okay, again, if you want to do more, you can, right? So that's what you're going to do in your reply. And I almost am tempted to have you create a markdown file, but in this case, at least it gives you a way to think about it. Okay. So this is worth 80 points, right? So putting this list together from watching the content, which also gives you a chance to ask any clarifying questions that you may have. And by the way, if you see a student posting a question and you know the answer, post an answer. That would serve also as your reply, which is worth 20 points. So then after you post that, you can reply to a fellow student's post and ask them, right, at least one question about their list. Or again, if they've posted a question in here, like, so maybe you also had my question. I'm not requiring it, but you very well may based on the fact of what the content is here. Okay. And then you could ask your question. Again, so if you want to reply to a student who here's their list, you want to say something about their list, or if they have a question and you know it. But absolutely, what I require is, at least, in this case, an ordered, actually, I should say a UL or an OL, right? So in this case, if I was to drop down, right, this is a UL. And by the way, I could actually just change this now. Now, the question would be, what would it do, right? So I would actually, this is not as fun as VS Code sometimes. And if I reply, right, then I can see that changes it to an ordered list. So, it's good to know code. It's way fun. All right, I hope this helps you. This is your week 5 attendance. So watch the video, develop your list. Again, look at what you've already created, what you started. See what you need to change, come up with your list, 6 or more, and then reply to a student who may have a question or just something in their list. Have a good spring break. I'll talk to you later.